안녕하십니까? 고등학교 3학년 3교시 영어 영역 듣기평가 안내 녹음 방송입니다. 잠시 후 모의대학 수학능력시험 고등학교 3학년 3교시 영어 영역 듣기 및 말하기 평가 방송을 시작하겠습니다. 수험생 여러분은 편안한 마음으로 방송에 귀를 기울여 주시고 방송 담당 선생님께서는 스피커의 음량을 알맞게 조절해 주십시오. 듣기 평가 문제는 1번부터 17번까지입니다. 1번부터 15번까지는 한 번만 들려주고 16번부터 17번까지는 두 번 들려줍니다. 방송을 잘 듣고 답을 하기 바랍니다. (1번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Aaron, where can I get Wi-Fi access to the internet?
At the post office. They offer free internet service for visitors.
Where is it? I hope it's not far from here.
(2번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Is this a picture of you as a boy?
No. Actually, that's my father. It was taken almost 40 years ago.
My gosh, it really looks like you.
(3번) 다음을 듣고 남자가 하는 말의 목적으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Jack Graham, your supervisor of the men's dormitory. Today, a student asked me if he could bring in an electric stove, and I said no. As you know, electric kettles are allowed in your room, but other cookware is not. Since the rooms in the dormitory don't have a kitchen, stoves, cookers, and electric pans are not allowed in the room. We're planning to bring in some microwave ovens, and they'll be installed in the lounge. Then you're allowed to cook and eat some food in the lounge. But any cookware other than electric kettles is not allowed in the rooms.
(4번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람이 하는 말의 주제로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Is something bothering you, Jane? You look upset.
I did horribly on the math test.
Really?
Because of the test, I failed the class, and there's nothing I can do about it.
What? The math test wasn't that hard. Our teacher was also pretty generous with our final grades.
Actually, it's my fault. I've been busy going to parties lately, so I didn't really study much during finals week.
Well, you can't blame anyone then.
I know. I wasted precious study time. I should have studied hard for the test.
You have to get your priorities in order.
I know. My biggest problem is that I always wait until the last minute to study.
It's time to start managing your time. Once you do, you won't have this problem again.
You have a point. I'll start doing that right away.
(5번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람의 관계를 가장 잘 나타낸 것을 고르시오.
Good afternoon, Mr. Heineman.
Good afternoon, Ms. Chang. Did you read my email?
Yes, it seems that we have different opinions on the ending of the story.
I think so. We should talk about it.
As I said before, the audience will be happier if the main characters meet again in the future.
Well, in my novel, it's not clear. Actually, I prefer an open-ended story.
Since we're making the novel into a movie, we can make up a story about what will happen in the future.
Well, I don't want my story to have a fixed ending, even if it's in the movie.
Mr. Heinemann, I'm the person who will produce the movie, and I want many people to come and see it.
Then, what about offering the audience two endings of the story? One is a happy ending, and the other is a sad one.
That's a brilliant idea. Either can happen, so the audience can imagine.
All right. I'll write the details and send them to you.
육 번 대화를 듣고 그림에서 대화의 내용과 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Michael, can you take a look at our final draft of the poster for the Jubilee Tree Festival?
Sure. You put the date of the festival at the top.
Yeah, I placed the title Jubilee Tree Festival below the date. What do you think?
I like that. The title is also placed at the top of the tree.
You're right. Since it's an outdoor festival, I drew two birds flying around the tree.
Good. I see an owl who's sticking out its head from the hole in the tree. I'm sure the children will love it.
I hope so. I also drew a fox in front of the tree.
Yeah, the fox is wearing a party hat.
I want the children to enjoy the festival, so you need a party hat.
Wonderful. I really love all the details.
Thanks. Let's print the poster then.
칠 번 대화를 듣고 남자가 여자에게 부탁한 일로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Henry, how's it going with the arrangement for the special lecture?
Fine. I called the lecturer and she'll be arriving in 2 hours.
What about the auditorium? Did you check everything?
Not yet. I set the projector next to the stage, but I didn't check out the microphones and speakers yet.
If you want to, I can check the heater in the auditorium.
Thanks, but I think I can manage it.
I see. If you need a hand, please let me know.
Then would you take the brochures to the auditorium?
No problem. Where are they?
They're in the printing room.
Okay. Where should I put them?
Please put them on the desk near the stage.
All right.
팔 번 대화를 듣고 여자가 회사에 늦게 출근하는 이유를 고르시오.
Hello, you've reached the General Affairs Department. Kyle Miller speaking.
Hello, Kyle. It's Stephanie. I'm afraid I'm going to be late to work today.
Is something wrong? Are you stuck in a traffic jam?
No, it's not that. My daughter was supposed to arrive last night, but she will arrive at the airport this morning.
I guess the flight was delayed.
Yes, New York had heavy fog, so the flight couldn't take off on time.
Your daughter is 12 years old, isn't she?
Yes, so I have to be there to pick her up. My husband is on a business trip right now.
I see. You have a meeting at 11. Will you be able to attend the meeting?
It shouldn't be a problem. But I have a presentation to make, so could you do me a favor and make 10 copies of my report? I'll email it to you.
Sure. No problem.
구 번 대화를 듣고 여자가 지불할 금액을 고르시오.
Good morning. Can I help you?
Yes, please. I'd like to try on the ring in the showcase. Is it for sale?
Yes. Wait a minute. Here you are.
It looks great. How much is it?
It's $120. It's made of silver and the stone is garnet.
Well, it's a little above my budget. Do you have anything under $100?
Of course. What about this ring? It's $90 and the stone is garnet as well.
I love it. And I'd like to use this coupon I got by mail.
Let me see. All right. You can get $5 off the price.
Great. Can you gift wrap it? It's a present for my sister.
Actually, we charge $1 for the gift box. Is that okay?
That's fine. Here's my credit card.
(10번) 대화를 듣고 수업에 관해 두 사람이 언급하지 않은 것을 고르시오.
Hello, Dr. Hamilton. I'm Carly Johnson. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure. How can I help you?
I'm interested in your 19th century American history class, so I'd like to know more about the format of the class.
Well, my classes are always discussion-based.
You don't have lectures? How are the discussions held?
I'll give you the reading list for the class. Make sure you read the materials beforehand so that you can freely discuss them in class.
What about your exams?
There will be a midterm exam and a final term paper. Your grade will also be determined by how actively you participate in the class discussions.
I see. Are freshmen allowed to take this class?
Well, this class is for seniors, but exceptions can be made in special cases.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
(11번) 버블 메이커 코스에 관한 다음 내용을 듣고 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Hello, I'm Miranda Stenson, and I'm a scuba diving instructor at New Haven. If you want your children to experience something special, enroll them in our Bubble Maker course. Certified instructors are teaching children scuba diving within the depth of 2 meters. Children 8 years of age and older can take the course. A class consists of 6 children, and 2 instructors are in charge of them. The course starts at 9 a.m. and lasts until noon. The fee is $80 for a session, and it includes the equipment. Parents should stay on the boat while the children are taught. Don't miss this opportunity to introduce your children to beautiful underwater world.
(12번) 다음 표를 보면서 대화를 듣고 두 사람이 선택할 공연장을 고르시오.
We have to find a hall to rent for the students' dance recital. Could you help me out?
Sure. First of all, when are you planning to hold the recital?
I'm planning to hold it on Saturday, April 18th.
How many people are you expecting?
I'd like a place that holds a little over 200 people. The hall has to accommodate at least 200 people.
How about getting a bigger place that can hold more than 300 people?
Well, if it holds more than 300, it'll be too big. There'll be too many empty seats.
All right. What about your budget?
We'd like to stay under $700.
Then we have 2 options that fit your criteria. Which one do you like?
I like this one. Since it's only 1 mile from our school, it'll be convenient.
Sounds great. We should hurry and make a reservation.
(13번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Mike, what are you looking at?
It's an online talk show presented by a 17-year-old girl.
What's the show about?
She's an animation expert, so she talks about animation.
What's so special about her show?
During the show, many animation lovers post their comments on the animation she's talking about.
Oh, it's like a chat room that we can share our ideas.
Definitely. People enjoy talking about what they love.
I agree. Maybe it's fun to read others' comments too.
On top of that, she invites animation directors to her show and talks with them.
Well, I know none of them, but it seems that they're quite popular.
(14번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Sean, you look very excited.
Oh, Jenna, you'll never guess what just happened to me.
What is it? Tell me.
It's wonderful news. I just got a part in my school drama.
What? That's amazing. How did you manage that?
I joined the school drama club last month, and they needed someone to play a character who has a few lines.
Now you're going to be able to follow your dream of becoming an actor. This is great news.
Yes, I'm really happy, but I'm also nervous because I've never performed in front of an audience before.
Oh, don't sweat it. I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'm not sure at all. I'm afraid I'm going to mess everything up.
(15번) 다음 상황 설명을 듣고 트래비스가 케이트에게 할 말로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Travis has hay fever and always suffers from it in the spring. One day, while working, he starts coughing and sneezing. He finds that the windows of his office are wide open. He knows that his allergy kicks in because of the pollen in the air. When he tries to close the windows, his colleague, Katie, asks why he's doing that. She says she opened them because she needs some fresh air. She feels sleepy and wants to feel refreshed while breathing in the air from the outside. Travis wants to explain why he needs to keep them closed. In this situation, what would Travis most likely say to Katie?
(16번부터 17번까지는 2번 들려줍니다. 16번과 17번 다음을 듣고 물음에 답하시오.
When we talk about musical instruments in the orchestra, we often treat them as being part of a family. Just like in human families, the instruments in a particular family are related to each other. They're often made of the same types of materials, usually look similar to one another, and produce sound in similar ways. Some are larger and some are smaller, just as parents are bigger than children. For example, the percussion family includes any instrument that makes a sound when it is hit, shaken, or scraped. They help each other to create a harmony. Some percussion instruments can sound different notes, like the xylophone or piano, and some mark rhythms, like the bass drum, cymbals, or castanets. There are also the string family, the woodwind family, and the brass family in the orchestra. Next time you listen to music played by a symphony orchestra, try to find which instruments are grouped together and how they help each other to create a harmony.
다시 한번 듣겠습니다.
When we talk about musical instruments in the orchestra, we often treat them as being part of a family. Just like in human families, the instruments in a particular family are related to each other. They're often made of the same types of materials, usually look similar to one another, and produce sound in similar ways. Some are larger and some are smaller, just as parents are bigger than children. For example, the percussion family includes any instrument that makes a sound when it is hit, shaken, or scraped. They help each other to create a harmony. Some percussion instruments can sound different notes, like the xylophone or piano, and some mark rhythms, like the bass drum, cymbals, or castanets. There are also the string family, the woodwind family, and the brass family in the orchestra. Next time you listen to music played by a symphony orchestra, try to find which instruments are grouped together and how they help each other to create a harmony.
16번. 남자가 하는 말의 주제로 가장 적절한 것은? 17번. 언급된 악기가 아닌 것은? '이제 듣기 말하기 문제가 끝났습니다. 18번부터는 문제지의 지시에 따라 답을 하기 바랍니다.